Milwaukee. These days, the games are measured by who doesn't pitch, by bullets saved and not fired. When it became clear the Brewers were owning Game 6, and thus forcing Game 7 for the National League Championship, all eyes went to the bullpen mounds, to see who was playing for time. The Miller Park crowd did not see Josh Hader, the shaggy left-hander who doesn't so much throw a baseball as detonate it. That means he will be ready Saturday night. The Dodgers also got away from this 7-2 loss without using Ryan Madson, Pedro Baez and Kenley Jansen. They are at peace with that. Hader has thrown only 28 pitches since he worked 3 innings in Game 1 here. That was a week ago Friday. Those 3 Dodger right-handers have enjoyed 2 days off. This is the inherent wisdom of the 2-3-2 format of a 7-game series. The schedule is dictated by people outside baseball, as we all know, but in one way it promotes the game. There is time to regather. That said, the Dodgers would have much preferred to win Game 6, and then consider a World Series against the Boston Red Sox, who were washing champagne out of their scalps on Friday. They also would have preferred that the Brewers remain in a deep offensive funk, with a .219 batting average and a .143 average with men in scoring position. That did not happen either. Hyun-Jin Ryu, who had earned the second slot in the playoff rotation, came up small for the second time in Milwaukee. 4 of the Brewers' first 12 hitters pounded doubles off Ryu. They had managed 10 in their previous 178 at-bats. They were seeing the ball so clearly that someone wondered if Ryu had been tipping his pitches. "I don't think it was pitch tipping," he said, "but I think it was more of the fact that I wasn't commanding my off-speed pitches, that they were middle. That had more to do with it. They made him pay," catcher Austin Barnes said. "They had a good approach tonight. He left a changeup high to Jesus Aguilar, and he poked it down the right field line. I don't think they hit the ball that hard in that inning, but it was good enough." Aguilar and Mike Moustakas were 6 for 39 combined in the first 5 games. Aguilar's double scored 2 runs, and Moustakas attacked Ryu's next pitch and doubled that, to score Aguilar. Then Eric Kratz, the 38-year-old catcher, singled on Ryu's next pitch. In the second inning, Ryan Braun's double brought home Christian Yelich, who had just picked up his first extra base hit of the series. The Dodgers bullpen cooled some of that, but then Milwaukee added single runs in the 7th and 8th, which made manager Craig Counsell feel better about leaving Hader in the holster. It also helped that the Dodgers went 0 for 14 against Milwaukee's Corey Knebel, Jeremy Jefferson, Corbin Burns. "We had the lead going into this game," Ryu said. "To do my job tonight would have been something really special. The existence of Game 7 only makes sense." Each team had scored 16 runs in the first 5 games, and the Brewers were hitting .219 and the Dodgers .220. But the Dodgers' rotational edge was supposed to be decisive. Except for Clayton Kershaw in Game 5, it has not been, and the Dodgers were borderline helpless against Jhoulys Chacin on Tuesday night. The fans merrily rained boos on Manny Machado, who was fined after kicking Aguilar's leg as he ran out a groundout in Game 4. Machado obligated them by striking out twice, the second time on a 97 mph heater from Knebel, and going 0 for 4. "It's not something we didn't expect," Dodgers outfielder Chris Taylor said. "I don't think it bothered him. Something like that can make the game more fun sometimes." So Walker Buehler has the ball and the Dodgers' accumulated World Series boarding passes in his hands. He pitched Game 163 for the Dodgers against Colorado, which wasn't win or go home, but it was win or go through Chicago the next day. Pressure is what happens when you either don't feel you can perform or don't enjoy what you're doing. Buehler, at Vanderbilt, pitched a College World Series championship game against Virginia in 2015. That was the biggest game he could pitch at the time. He lost 4-2, but this is not his first rodeo. Editor's note: people get injured in their 2nd, 10th, 50th and 200th rodeos, too. Besides, Bueller will not be allowed to fall very far. Dave Roberts said everyone on the staff is available except Ryu. That includes Kershaw, who saved a clinching Game 5 in the 2016 NLDS at Washington. Meanwhile, Counsell was citing Burns, a rookie from St. Mary's, for retiring all 6 Dodgers he faced and keeping Hader's warm-up jacket on. How many innings can Hader work in Game 7? 12, Counsell said.